All right, so I just want to give a little introduction or an explanation of what the job researcher brochure is. Hair in my mouth. Um, so you're going to create a job brochure or information booklet for me. Most of the students choose to do it on like a Google slide or on a PowerPoint or whatever equivalent would be in Apple. I'm not even sure. But your job is basically to, now that we've done the personality tests, to look through and see what jobs have popped up, or if it has sparked an interest in just researching something that you are interested in. So I would highly recommend that you pick a job that there is a university or a trade school or something that you can go and do some post-secondary education with, because that's basically what you're going to be researching. So it's the goal is to discover a little bit more and make your brochure that would be informative to others too. So it needs to be a minimum of 8 pages long, including a cover page. And I've broken it down here into the what would be on each page just to make things a little easier for you. So page 1 is your cover page. 2 marks should be clearly identifying the name of the job. It should have an image that's related to the career and your name on the cover page. Page 2 is the job description. So what are your duties and responsibilities going to be? What skills might you need for this job? A minimum of 5 points, minimum. Now, having said that, if I say that you just don't have enough, or maybe you don't identify the responsibilities or enough responsibilities, I would go above and beyond this to make sure that you're getting your 5 points or above your 5 points. Then page 3 is the working conditions. So really go into detail, like what is a typical day like? Where do they work? Do they work inside? Do they work outside? What are the elements that they're working within? Are they working in a school? Are they working in like a machine shop? Are they working outside? What are your working conditions? How many days? What about overtime? Do they work a lot of overtime? Is there what are the demands of the job basically? Then the earnings. So how much money are you going to earn? I don't want an American number. I want a Saskatchewan and Canada number. And this is a mean, an average earning. I don't want like the low end. I don't want the highest level that you can earn. I would like the average. So this can be per year or per hour. What are the job prospects? And there are some good options to show you in my blueprint for that. Next, rewards and challenges. This is 6 marks. You are going to think of 6 or 3 of each, 3 rewards, 3 challenges for your job. This is going to come from your own head. You're not necessarily going to find this online. You can't just Google rewards and challenges of this job. You really need to think based on your research. What are some things that are going to be challenging? And I don't want you just to say, oh, the schooling is long. That's a cop-out. Same with rewards. I will make a lot of money. That's a cop-out. Every job pays, well, most unless it's volunteering, but all jobs are going to pay. There's some challenges when it comes to schooling for all jobs. So be specific, be relevant, and be job specific. Training and education, this is the most important part. Page 6, so this is name the program, and I want you to find 2 schools that you are going to compare the programming for. So chart the different high school classes that you're going to need for each of those respective schools, okay? I know a lot of you, maybe you're going to pick stuff that is something that there's an extra level of schooling involved and you need a degree already to get into that school. I want to know what you need in high school first as your first stepping stone to get into that program. And then you can go on to tell me okay, so if I want to go to medical school, I need all of this. I need to do the MCATs. I need to have this score. I need to do this. It's another extra 4 years, yada, 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 all the different things that you need to get into that school. But what is the first steps? What do you need in high school? That's what's relevant to us and to you right now, and that you understand that there are other steps to getting into that potential career. So you might need a part, like maybe an extra page or maybe even two to do this. So part 2 would be the length of the program, how long, do you need to attend school, what credentials are you going to receive? So after you're done, you're going to have a, MD or a Bachelor of Science in Nursing or something. You need to have a minimum of 3 sources. I want you to cite them, which means just at least giving me the website for those. You are also going to thoughtfully organize your information. That is worth 2 marks. So just the appearance, the quality of your presentation, or like the quality of your work. Then another 3 marks are going to be for additional images. So do you include other pictures to make your presentation interesting, not just the words? So when you're going to career cruising here, I'm going to show you where you can go in to get the information. Now, a lot of you are just Googling what you need to find, and that's okay for a start, but I really, really need you to go to the really trusted websites. So these should definitely be on your radar. High school teacher, we're just going to put this in here. So you're going to find a job description here for what a high school teacher does. Okay, then you are going to click on working conditions. These are the working conditions, right? Gives you some earnings. So in Canada, it should tell you between 38 and 106 per year. The education that you're going to, like, where you can go, what kind of education you need to have in order to be a teacher, and things like that. There's also, just at a glance, there's some other jobs that has like the skills and job description. So that's it for a teacher. Now hang on one second. Now here is also in my blueprint. So my blueprint has some great information for you too that you should be checking out. So in my blueprint, mine's going to look a little different than yours because this is like the teacher side of it. But let's just pick, I'm going to go to student view. So it'll give me a view like yours. And I'm going to go into work, occupations, and I'm going to pick an occupation. So I'm going to type in, once it loads here, teacher. And it's going to show me 13 results. So I'm going to pick, this time, elementary school teacher. So for elementary school teacher, there's some information here on what do they do. So this is where you could find that information. The outlook, the median salary, so 72, what the workplace is like. There are even some videos here, some skills that you need in order to do that job. Then I can go up to the outlook. It tells me a little bit more, and then the requirements to do the job. So right here I have requirements, Bachelor of Education, programs that are offered. So if you want to look outside Saskatchewan, you could always do that. So that's basically it, that assignment in a nutshell. Sorry, I'm going to go back here, guys. And here are maybe some other options to finding wages and things like that. So hopefully this helps you start your assignment. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section and I will be able to answer them for you. Good luck. Have fun doing this. It's a research project, but hopefully it'll give you some insight into maybe potentially what you want to do after high school.